Hello, I'm in England and I want to discuss this little Michelangelo da Caravaggio drawing we bought and have for sale in Malta. The pencil sketch is pencil on paper. The paper sheet is stuck to a Victorian card. That card was stuck to a larger card, and the larger card has a collector's stamp belonging to Dr. F. Fraser of Dublin. The sketch itself, which is stuck to this card, has a sepia ink attribution. It's not a signature. It's an abbreviated attribution to Michelangelo da Caravaggio, which is written on the original paper and spilling over onto the card. So the attribution was written onto the unsigned sketch sometime after it was drawn, and it would have been probably done when it was stuck to the card. I think that the piece of paper, the original piece of paper, was stuck to the card 1800, 1840, just guessing. The stamp belonging to F. Fraser, which is on the back of the larger card, looks to me like a Victorian card. It has to be Victorian because Fraser died in 1899, and it could be 1880, 1890 perhaps. So you've got the drawing stuck to a card. It's stuck down very flat. The attribution covers the drawing and the card. The card and drawing are on a larger card and drawing. They were hinged. That larger card has a stamp belonging to F. Fraser, a collector's stamp. The drawing is in the manner of Caravaggio. It's in the style of Caravaggio. Some people say it's a school of Caravaggio. Some people say it's after Caravaggio. Some would say it's by a follower of Caravaggio. The hope is that it is by Caravaggio, given that it is in the manner of Caravaggio and it has this very important attribution. The attribution probably was made before it passed into the hands of Dr. Fraser. It was probably done by either someone in Italy selling it, who wanted to put the name on it to help it sell, or it was done on arrival in England by someone, a dealer, an auctioneer, I don't know. So Fraser was a known recorded collector. He's known to the British Museum, known to the Fitzwilliam Museum, amongst other people, so there is. The links are on the website. Then a collector like that does not want to buy a fake or phony or bogus Caravaggio. He would not want, within his social circles of collecting, to say, oh, I have a Caravaggio, and it not to be a Caravaggio. So it looks like a Caravaggio. It was considered a Caravaggio historically by a number of people: the vendor, the collectors, the importer. It was obviously brought from Italy to England at some stage. Could have come in at any time, really, since it was drawn. I can't sell it as a Caravaggio because I'm not allowed to, because it might not be a Caravaggio, but the odds are it is one. If it is a Caravaggio and someone has it authenticated, then it's going to be worth a lot of money. And this sort of parameters of authentication evolve and change, and that's for someone else to have a go at. We bought it as a sketch in the manner of Caravaggio, and with the very strong attribution, can't get much stronger, and we will sell it as a sketch in the manner of Caravaggio with an early attribution, which is inscribed on the actual item itself. The subject is classical Italian. I thought when I first saw it was a discus thrower. I then thought it was another Goliath because he has his hand out, but it's not that the back foot and the other hand isn't quite right for Goliath, unless the other hand was holding and was destined to hold a dagger where he had cut off the head, because there are more than one Goliath. So I thought discus first. Not quite right for discus, but it's nearly right for discus. Most discus ones are not quite the same geometry. I thought it could be a Goliath. And then I looked at the nipple. The nipple is like the crucifixion of St. Peter, where the nipple is in profile, quite unusual. And I looked at the shade, and I looked at the pencil work. So I don't know. I'm not an expert. So the buyer has to decide whether they think it could be. It's priced along market price for nice Old Master drawings. And if you go on to the websites in England for the auction houses, you'll see there are sales, regular sales of Old Master sketches. Some are in pencil, some are in sanguine, some are in chalk, some are on white paper, some are on red paper. Most of them are pencil on ordinary paper, and most of them are preparatory drawings and studies of sorts. Few are finished, polished articles as such, and few are signed. Because attributed, the price is low, and the item, the value in the item is the fact it is a nice picture. It has got the stamps, and it is by a notable artist. He's not first division Caravaggio, really. There's the Rubens and Raphaels. He's sort of close behind, but he has the unfortunate history of having been a double murderer and a fugitive. So there are other things about Caravaggio which make him interesting in many ways. But I think, personally speaking, as a dealer, as an item to have, if I had a house and I wanted to have some stuff about Malta, stuff about Caravaggio, I think it would be a meaningful item. I think it's reliable. Whether it is definitely Caravaggio or not, I can't say, and I won't say. I don't know. Someone else will have to find out, and pay to find out. But I think it's a lovely item, and I think it's as close as you can get, really, to the real thing without it being known to be the real thing. If you can understand what I'm saying, it's going to be sent to Nashar. It's come from a very good collection in England, private collection of wonderful things, all wonderful things, not just a collection of trawled stuff, job lots. And anyone who wants to look at it can have a look at it. Thank you. Bye bye.